What are you most grateful for relative to the right now being, and like what tools are being used most within your organization?
Well, relative to this crisis, without a doubt, Microsoft Teams. I mean, just hands down. We are already heavily leveraged inside their cloud file synchronization technologies, whether it was SharePoint document sites or personal OneDrive repositories. So that was kind of already in place. But as far as facilitating,
explain that again. Explain that SharePoint OneDrive you just said, just because I haven't had that conversation with anybody yet. And what do you mean by that?
Okay, so, well, again, we actually entered into a Microsoft Cloud tenant in 2013, made the migration in August of 2014. Prior to that, we would have been in what I would call a legacy mode, where you have local file servers, local file shares. You would have personal documents, usually saved locally and backed up to a central repo. Client and production documents would all be central, either in a DMS or a shared public drive. And with the move to the Microsoft Cloud, the client product would have been moved into a SharePoint document library, which is synchronized automatically with the end user computers, and also, of course, available through a web experience in SharePoint. That was actually a long adoption process. We have I think every company has its share of Luddites, and it was years of kind of pulling teeth and bringing one income silo after another into the newer technology.
Luddites, I like that. I haven't heard that before.
It's pretty apt. And then when it comes to personal documents, you would have a personal OneDrive, synonymous with a Dropbox or a Google Drive, but in the Microsoft flavoring is called OneDrive. So that's the two kind of initial repositories people will interface with on their computers at our company. Again, for production, it's going to be SharePoint document sites. With personal stuff, it's going to be OneDrive. Now, the fact of the matter is that's all a common backend. Even Teams, most of Teams is really just a pretty front end for a lot of SharePoint resources.
Yeah, for sure.
And Exchange resources, of course.